Hey guys, I got another interesting video here. This is a 1993 BMW 325i convertible, as you can see here. So the car came in here with a customer complaint that it has a crank no start, and I went ahead and tried to start the car and it didn't run. I'm not sure if you guys want to be able to hear it because this microphone kind of like takes all the sound away, but you can see the belt and fan running or moving. So the engine is now running. So the first thing I did is try to look for information, and I found some in Identifix and some in All Data, and I'm using the AutoLogic, the blue box, to connect with a 20-pin connector on the engine to see what kind of fault codes I can read from the computer, and it was none. So this is an OBD1 system, so the thing is like if you remove the ignition and come back, it will not save anything. So I have, at least right now, I can read information from the computer, as you guys can see. Sorry for the glare, but so we have power supply in your computer, RPMs, and minimum information because this is an old system. I can go back. This is going to take me to the main menu, and as you can see, there is no fault codes. All right, so what the issue was, and that's what I got this test light here. So in this car, you have this Y connector here or relay. This is the main relay, and the one right next to them is the fuel pump. I checked first, and we have a spark, but we didn't have any fuel pressure. So again, let me move this a little bit to the other side so we can see. I went on Identifix and All Data, and I found some information as far as pinouts for the main relay. That's the main relay pinouts. And these are wire diagrams, which is telling me that, from the relay on the leg 87, it goes on to 1, which goes here, and it goes into the fuse box right here. And it says fuse 18, but that is incorrect, and then goes to the fuel pump. So I find out, based at least on this cover, which for me is original, as you can see, 18 should be the one on the bottom, and that's not. So on this car, the fuel pump fuse is this one, which will be, I think it's 12. So let me see. It's the 4 one. So yeah, it's fuse pen. Fuse 12. And it's good. The fuse is good. So the only thing that I was not having, it was the ground signal, which comes from the engine computer and activates both of the relays, the main relay and the fuel pump. So going back to the diagrams, so pin 86, 85, which is a brown and green, it comes from the computer, and it says fuel pump relay control. Same thing on the main relay. If we go over to 85, it's on pin 27. It says ECM relay control. That will control the main relay right now. So what I did is I rig a test light connected to the main relay. Let me just make sure that I'm going into the right one. Which I think is this one. Nope, that should be this one. Yeah. So as you can see now, we have activation on the. I put this. This is a halogen bulb. I don't want to burn anything. So obviously the car is running. This main relay will give all the activations for everything. And when you take the ignition, it takes like 4 seconds and then goes away. And now it's off. So computer is right now activating the fuel pump and the main relay. So the only thing that I did to make the car run is this test, and on the fuel pump relay, this is the brown with violet. Let me make sure I'm saying it correct. So, no, brown with green. It's a little hard to see. Yeah, it's brown with green. Hopefully that shows up in the camera. So I pierced that cable and I provide my own ground, which is this black wire here, and then I was able to make the car run. So that tells me that fuel pump and everything is fine. I still went over to the fuel pump before run the car, disconnect the fuel pump, which is located under the rear seat. It's the cover on this passenger side. Let me show you that. Gotta pull this seat forward. All right, so this is, I got the cover out, and this is the connector. This one, the two wire, is the connector for the fuel pump. So I put the test light in here. We have power and we have ground, so that's not an issue. On these cars, the engine computer is located in the glove box. You have to remove this plastic cover, and I remove the connectors just to see if it's water intrusions or something, and nothing. I still will have to check powers and grounds, most likely grounds. I'm sorry, to see what the problem is. But right now, car is running. So yeah, less communication. I go back to here, and I can turn the scanner off. I don't need it. One other thing that I have noticed, and let me show you, with the scanner connected on that 20 pin, the check engine light doesn't come on. Actually, it just did, and it went off. Nope, back on. So that's been doing with the plug-in. I thought it was something wrong, but no. Let me run it. Well, it's been doing that on and off and on and off, even with the car running. So I'm not sure what it's trying to tell me because it's no codes. And I have the car running when that is happening and nothing. So, and car is running fine now. So right now what I'm going to do is wait for the computer to not activate that relay. So I'm going to leave that test light connected into that signal, which is the activation which supplies power to the fuel pump. And then I will have to check powers and grounds on the computer, which is next.